Hi guys, and welcome back to another video of Gaming with Powers. I'm Jake, and today we're going to be doing another playthrough of the Marvel United promo bundle content. Today we're going to be taking things to the outer space, and we're going to be having Nova, Nebula, and Yandu take on Hela. So let's go ahead down to the table, let's set up the thematic scenario, and let's go ahead and get right to it. Okay guys, so I have everything here set up for a Shield solo mode playthrough of Marvel United. If you guys have not watched any of my other videos in regards to these playthroughs, the Shield mode is basically where you take 3 characters, mix their deck together, and I draw 5 cards instead of 3, and I play 3 cards. Whatever card of the hero I play is considered the active hero, and they are the one that must move and do those actions. I am doing this on heroic difficulty, so I have removed all of the wilds and double wilds from the deck at my peril. And let's go ahead and set things up. So Hela has taken over Valhalla and Asgard, and so she is running amok. And so a few Guardians of the Galaxy characters in Yandu and Nebula have teamed up with Nova of the Nova Corps, and they are going to try and take her down and stop her. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at Hela. So Hela is going to have a health of 7 at 3 players. Hela's special rule is she cannot take any damage as long as the Fenris Wolf threat is in play, which is right here in the throne room. Her BAM is going to be deal 1 damage to each hero in Hela's location. Her overflow. So if 1 or more civilians or thug tokens cannot be added to a location. If the Fenris Wolf is in play, he will gain 1 additional health. And if the Fenris Wolf is not in play, I will place a Necro Swords threat card on the first location without a threat, if possible. Okay, so Hela has 5 threat cards, all called Necro Swords, which all of them do the exact same thing. So they will, whenever Hela bams, they will all activate, and they will deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location. If there are any thugs in this location, deal 2 damage instead, okay? A little different. In order to clear these, you need to have 1 movement and 2 heroic actions to be able to clear these, which is different than our normal 3 heroics, okay? Her villainous plot. The heroes lose if all the heroes are KO'd at the same time. This does not apply because if any of my characters get KO'd, I immediately lose the game. So Hela is very challenging. I have played against her once before, and I got royally destroyed. So hoping that I can keep my fingers crossed and maybe we can do something and make this a little bit exciting playthrough. But Hela always starts the game. She has a special setup where she will have this banish card. This will be removed from play at first while I shuffle the deck, and then I will put this card on top of the deck, and that will always be the first card that she draws. Real quick, I also forgot to mention the Fenris Wolf. He has a health of 4. He will BAM as well, which is deal 1 damage to 1 hero in this location, and Hela cannot take any damage as long as this Fenris Wolf is in play. Alright guys, well I think we're ready to get started, and let's go ahead and give it a jump. So I'm automatically drawing Banished. Hela will enter play when resolving her first BAM effect. So that is kind of what is going on there. So she kind of stays on the villain dashboard. She will stay on the villain dashboard, and she will enter play when her first BAM effect happens. Okay, kind of gives me a chance to move around here. Let me go ahead and shuffle my deck, and let's get to rocking. Well, let me go over the locations we have real quick. So we are starting in Heimdall's Observatory, right? We have landed, taken the Bifrost, right? Over here is where I'm starting. We have the Asgardian Palace, we have the Bifrost Bridge, the Throne Room, the Valhalla itself, and Odin's Vault. Again, guys, these are all locations from the Tales of Asgard expansion. From the original Marvel United box. Alright, let's go ahead and draw 5 cards. And let's go ahead and see what we got to start things off. So, I have a Yandu, heroic, and a move, a Nova, I am the help. Double heroic in a location and get a wild. I have a Nebula double punch, a Nova heroic and move, and I have a Yandu move. Okay, let me start by drawing a card, bringing me to 6, and I gain a heroic punch. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna play my Yandu move heroic. I'm gonna start off already on the right foot and grabbing this, using both of these on this Necro Swords down here. So that will transition me over. I'll go ahead and draw another Nova card, which is gonna be just a normal punch. Let's see what I might do. I think I'm gonna do Nova, move heroic. Okay, so I will use my. We're looking at Yandu's card right now, so I will use one of Yandu's heroics to clear these Necro Swords right here, which will give me my first clear threat, unlocking the Heimdall's Observatory. You may move any number of heroes from any locations to this location. Okay, so that was one. I will use, I'm on Nova, right? So I'll use one move to, I'm going to move to the Asgardian Palace. And that was one move, and then I have another move in a heroic, which I will use both of those on that, and then I get one more card. Let's see. I get a Nebula move and punch. Really, I need to get these Necro Swords out of here ASAP. So, let's see. I want to keep that. I am the help. So I'm getting a heroic and a move. Nebula, really the person I want. If I can clear that, the thug ain't gonna matter to me. Kind of want to save that for now, just in case. I think I'm just gonna play this Nova punch card. So just a Nova punch. So I will punch this thug. I will use one of my heroics to clear this Necro Swords threat here. And unlocking, you may add up to 2 civilians or a thug to any location. And then I have a move. This will be cleared. I think I'm just going to stand pat. I'm just going to hope and see what we got. All right, so Hela's first card. Raise Undead Army. So she is moving 0, so she will not do anything. I will add 2 thugs to each location. Then, if Fenris Wolf is not in play, place his threat card in the first clockwise location with a threat. Alright, so I get 2 thugs in every location. Boom, boom. So that's 1, 2 right there. I'm going to start and just go clockwise. So 1, 2 there. 1, 2 there. 1, 2. And then we have, man, I'm having trouble getting these little tokens out. 1, 2, and then 1 and 2. And it is back to me. All right. Man, these are filling up quick. All right, so let's draw. I got a Yandu move and punch. Okay, so I think I got another punch. I think I'm going to do Yandu's move punch, okay? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to do both of my punches at this location to get those thugs, and I'm going to use my move to 3, 4. Okay, so I need to get rid of. All right, so I will use my move to move there. Go ahead and draw another card, which is a Nebula image projection. Every hero can swap a card from their hand with one of their cards in the storyline. Remove the top card of the master plan deck from the game. Interesting. So I got a move punch. So I'm thinking about taking out those two objectives, but I need to get to that Fenris Wolf. So I think I'm going to use this move punch by Nebula. So I'm going to use Yandu's move. I'm going to punch a thug, right? And then I'm going to use another move and punch that thug right there. All right. I get one more card. Nebula, I can punch in both adjacent locations. And then I get a punch. Whew. I get a punch on top of that. Man, so I could clear this whole thugs thing. I forgot you can clear thugs easy with her, but I need to get rid of those necro swords. So giving a move punch. Okay, I'm gonna go Nova. 1, 2, 3 was 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna go Nova. I am the help, so I can double heroic in an adjacent location, and I get a wild. Right. So I'm gonna double heroic in this location over here. So that is my double heroic, right? I'm going to use my wild to move. I'm going to use the move of Nebula to clear this threat card here, and which will clear that. And then I'm going to use a punch to punch a thug, okay? And this says you can move all heroes from this location to another location. Think I'm good right now because he's probably going to take damage and I need to limit this. All right. So we are doing the Raise Undead Army again. Oh my goodness, guys. I am getting the luckiest card draw. I promise you, I shuffled it. So 2 thugs to each location. If Fenris Wolf is not in play, I must... Okay, so this is overflowing. And he gains 1 additional health. Okay, so we have overflow right here. So Fenris Wolf will gain an additional health. We have overflow over there. So Fenris Wolf will gain an additional health. We have overflow at the throne room. Yeah, see, I jinxed myself. I jinxed myself because it was not lucky. Fenris Wolf will get another health. And we get 2 thugs up over here. All right. And it is my turn. So I have a wild. So I need to get rid of Fenris Wolf so I can... so I have a wild. I'm going to have to do big damage. Okay, so I'm going to do these electroshock batons from Nebula, right? So I will punch in both adjacent locations. So clear a thug here. And I will remove a health from Fenris Wolf. I will use the wild to move to this location and use the punch action on her card, Nebula's card, to punch again. All right. Then that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I didn't take any damage, so I should have 1 more card. So I get a Nova, and so a double heroic and a double heroic and another wild. I'm going to use the punch again from Nebula to double punch, and then so that's 2, and then I'm going to use the punch action to get rid of 1 more, And now let me see where we're at. I get a Yandu punch. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to do the move with Yandu to put a move token on this. And then I'll just have him punch 1. Do I want him to go every 2? No, because I got a punch as well. So I'm going to drop that punch. Okay. All right. Here we go. Hela. Bam. So she is moved to the location with the hero with the most cards in hand. If tied, the heroes will choose. So I have either Nebula or Nova. And she will bam. That's 2, 3, 4. So I take 4. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4. So I'm taking 4 damage no matter what. So I'll move Hela to Nova. So she's bamming. So she's going to deal 1 damage to each hero in her location. So I'm going to discard this Nova double heroic. Okay. All bams go. So I deal 1 damage to heroes in this location. If there are any thugs, deal 2 damage. So I'm taking 2 damage. Man, yeesh. Think I'm gonna get rid of. I don't really need heroics right now, so that's 1. And I'll get rid of that for now. Okay, and then I take 1 damage from the Fenrir's Wolf as well. Alright, and then she is adding in 1 civilian, so that overflows. 2, which overflows. And that overflows as well. So he's gaining 3 of his health back. And I'm down to 1 card. This is why she is very hard, guys. This is why she is very hard. Man, Nova, what do I gotta move? And a punch. Okay. I'm going to use Nova's heroic punch. I will move him here. I will punch Fenrir's Wolf. I will rescue a civilian. So that's 1. I'll draw another card. Yaka Arrow Flurry. Deal triple punch split as you like in you and your adjacent locations. And then I get a heroic. Okay. Let me... Man, it's a good card. That is a good card, but I have to play it because I need the star in order to clear. I could keep it though and have her go next and save it to see what else I can get because see, if he's not in play, he's going to start doing... I have to do it. So I'll do the Yaka Arrow Flurry. Split triple punch as I would like. I'm going to use both the heroics to clear this mission. Oh, yes. Thank you. That is unlocked. Okay, then I get triple punch split as I would like. So I will do 2 from this location and then 1 from there. And then I get an additional punch, which now allows him to take damage. And so I should have done 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. I can end my turn. So if I have 1 or 2 cards in my hand, I may draw 1 card. So I get to draw a Nebula card, and Hela is now going. So move Hela to the location with the hero with the most cards in hand. If tied, the heroes choose. and she is going to bam, and she will add thugs. I'll take Yandu. Oh, that's the game, though. That is the game. Because I'm taking 2 damage no matter what. So she would move to Yandu. She would bam. I would take a damage, right? I would have to put that at the bottom of my deck. Then all the other bams around the thing would activate. Deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. And that is game over for me. I told you guys, Hela is something serious. She is very hard because things can snowball out of control on you very quickly, and you can take a lot of damage. But first impressions with some of these characters. So Yandu, I like them because it seems like they have a lot of double cards, right? Nebula, let me see what other cards we have. Let me look. So Nebula with a double punch. She got a star heroic. Her special ability, image projection. Every time, every hero can swap a card from their hand with 1 card in their storyline. I probably shouldn't have got rid of that card and just kept it, and I could have probably saved myself maybe. Let's see what else Nebula has. A single punch, a single heroic. Man, that's the card I needed right there. You may draw until you have 3 in your hand. Regeneration implant. And then a move. So that's pretty good. I like her as a character. She seems very versatile. I like the batons being able to... I like her special moves, right? Because they each do something different. It's not all the same standard move, right? You have punch in both locations. You can draw up to 3 cards in your hand. And then you can remove a card from the storyline or swap cards from the storyline and remove a card from the deck. So that is Nebula. She's actually pretty cool. Again, she has a lot of double cards, like a move punch, double punch, move heroic. Seems more than normal. So that's pretty cool there. Let's look at Nova. Nova is really good as well. I love this. Unfortunately for Nova, it looks like he has 3 of the same special ability, which is I Am the Help, which is double heroic in an adjacent location, and then wild. Again, I think Nova, that's pretty cool, but it's going to be the same power. He looks like he's got a lot of heroics. So Nova is going to be the guy to take into scenarios when you do need a lot of heroics. Like he'd have been great for Rhino. That Rhino playthrough I did when I was trying to find thugs and had all those civilians out there. But still, that can be very powerful. You can clear threats very quickly with Nova, and you get a wild and your team gets a wild. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, all in all, I think he's a pretty good character. I enjoyed playing him. Let me see the rest of his cards. So there's the other one. We got a heroic punch, heroic, double heroic move. And so then we have heroic punch, wild punch. So he really doesn't have too many singles as well. So that is pretty cool. But those are his cards right there. And then last we have Yandu. So Yandu was a Kickstarter exclusive character. Let's look at Yandu. I think I didn't use Yandu as much just because I think I put him in a bad position early, and maybe I should have had him go up there and had Nebula or one of them come down. But double punch, Yaka Arrow Whirlwind. Starting from your location and going clockwise, defeat 1 thug in each location. Only stop when there is no thugs in the next location. Wow. That is an awesome card, but it has no action symbols on it. But still, that's pretty cool. I get a punch move, and a heroic with you may turn each civilian into a thug and each thug into a civilian. And then you saw my Yaka Arrow Flurry. I can deal triple punch and split up as evenly as I would like. That's really cool. I'd love to play Yandu more because I think he's a pretty exciting character. Obviously with that Arrow Flurry, whatever it was called, the Arrow Whirlwind. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so those are kind of my first impressions of these 3 characters. I think they're all the more exciting character is going to be Yandu and Nebula because of the variability of them. And then Nova Prime, or Nova, actually, it's just Nova. He's okay. Just a lot of heroics. But as far as Hela, this is the one girl I played. She is a beast, a monster. You guys can saw that. She took me out. So this squad of 3 people tried to come in and stop her, and she smacked them up and said, nope, get up out of here. Next. Send in the next crew. So I might bring in another crew of 3 people and see if we can take her out. But all right, guys, that's enough of my rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough. As always, go ahead in the box, in the comment box, please, for me. Go ahead and drop a comment out of these 4 characters. Which one did you enjoy seeing the most, or which one would you like to see more? Because I can always do more playthroughs of these characters. And then, as always, guys, subscribe, hit a like, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when we drop more content. All right, guys, as always, y'all have a good one. Bye.